I'm the magic chef of the future. Alright, Norwegian meatballs, my style. 2 pounds, 80-20 meat, 2 eggs, 3/4 of a cup, a cup and a quarter of onion, 3/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs, and a 1/4 cup of onion powder. So, of course, we're going to add a lot of salt and pepper. And we're going to just smash the eggs up. Really good. Throw in the onions.
And how many people will this feed?
2 pounds here will feed. It's probably going to make 40 meatballs. So, about so big. Salt. Pepper. This is the first time we're doing it with dry mustard, so we're going to see how that turns out.
And tell me again what you would normally do if you were you in the wet mustard.
I'd use a 1/2 cup of wet mustard.
But you haven't liked that.
Regular yellow mustard.
But you haven't liked that in past years because the meatballs come out a little smushy.
Yeah, so we're going to see what we can do to dry it up a little bit.
Alrighty.
So just going to mix all this up really good. Make them as big or as small as you want. The smaller they are, the quicker they're going to cook. And this will be made with a brown gravy. Not to be confused with the Swedes. A bit of butter.
Oh yeah, that's looking real good.
You burn them a little bit on the outside, a little bit on the outside like you see here. It's okay, it just adds a little flavor.
Yes, that looks perfect.
Just gotta cook them through.
That looks good.
Yeah, we're gonna taste this and see what happens. Maybe we could have done it a little less, but once it goes in the gravy and sits for a couple of days.
How is it?
I like it. 1/3 of a stick of butter.
1/3 of a stick of butter.
It was a 1/3 of a cup of onions, a 1/3 flour, generous amounts of salt and pepper. It is a, I forget, 1/2 cup of milk, 1 3/4 beef bouillon. That's going to go in the end. All right, we just got to wait for the butter to melt. So we're going to throw some bouillon cubes in there. My assistant Emily. We're going to throw some onions in there. We're going to switch that around. Some salt and pepper in there.
If you put it in kind of like stages. So it don't get lumpy.
Now, we're going to add the milk and broth. Make sure that's mixed good so the lumps don't come out, or so the lumps do come out. So it doesn't come out lumpy. How about that? Getting real thick now. little gravy master. Give it a little color.
Nu știu, Doamne, ce-i cu ea. S-a dus tinerețea mea, care mi-a fost drag de ea.
Want it darker? Just add a little splash more. We're going to let this heat up a bit.
Anii mei și tinerețea.
I guess there's a lot of different ways you can make gravy, but this is one way. Oh, and I take some fat from the pan after the meatballs are done and throw it in the final batch of gravy. So I'll be making multiple batches of gravy.
Thanks for showing me how to make Norwegian meatballs.
Sure, you're very welcome. And like I said, if you want more pepper, add more pepper, add more salt. We're going to taste this in a minute, see what it tastes like. I usually end up adding more bouillon cubes, salt, and pepper.
How long do you let it simmer?
Now, till it boils almost. Thicken up more.
Do you have to stir it for the whole time it's simmering, or
No, in the very beginning, yes. Just got to keep moving.
just got to keep the
You saw
flour
it
from
start to
settling?
stick in the corners of the pan.
Yeah, I saw that.
This makes a smooth, creamy type gravy. Where in the past I've used onion soup mix and a beef bouillon cubes and stuff, but this just seems to be smoother. I'll get a spoon here in a second. We'll do the taste test.
Alright.
Vreau să uit ce-a fost odată, că am iubit și am lăsat, măi. Bine mi zicea mie mama,
2 for M.
să iubesc ca soțul seama.
2 for me.
Dar acum îmi dau seama ce dreptate avea mama.
Oh, very excellent. That's perfect.
Doesn't get any better than this. Once a year. Gravy came out perfect. I could stand here and eat all day. But I got about 6.5 more pounds of meat to make. Oh, no. A lot more meat to make.
Frumos e la tinere.